Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ali Hamzah Rahman from TBI 3 class. Today I would like to present the point of view of first speaker, that is a prime minister, and the second speaker, that is leader of opposition. And the motion today is this house would apply national exam systems in schools. The background. The goal of national exams is to improve national education standards evenly. The status quo: currently, many schools use internal assessments that are not uniform. Example: students from remote areas get high scores but not comparable to national equality. The problematic: there is no uniform measuring tool to assess students' competency nationally. Okay. Definition: apply means make a formal application or request. National exams means exam system that was used in 2020 and below. Schools is like elementary schools, junior high schools, and senior high schools. Okay, the mechanism. Step 1, the government creates national curriculum standards. Step 2, national exams are designed based on these standards. Step 3, all students from all regions take the exam in the same format. Theme line. First speaker will tell you about the urgency of benefits of the national exam system. Second speaker will tell you about the positive impacts on students and educational institutions. Okay. Point 1: why national exam system should be applied. The national exam, the assertion the national examination system needs to be implemented because it helps to equalize education standards. Reason: why does it need to be equalized? Because without the same standards, it is difficult to measure student quality nationally. How? This exam ensures that all students are tested with a uniform benchmark, and the effect: it helps the government assess which schools are effective and which are not. Future impact becomes the basis for making better education policies. Evidence: the national exam also prepares students to face a competitive university or job selection system. Link back. Therefore, the national exam is an important tool for measuring educational achievement. Okay, the point 2: why national exam system is effective. Assertion: the national exam is effective because it provides an objective benchmark. And the reason: the urgency, very important amidst the disparity in quality between schools. The mechanism: the questions are made by professional institutions based on the national curriculum. The benefit is to avoid bias in assessment from teachers themselves, and the problem solving is to solve the problem of non-uniformity in student assessments. The evidence: data from UN or national exam results can be used to design evidence-based education policies. Link back. Therefore, the UN is an effective tool to advance the national education system. Point 3: why should national exams should be applied? Because the national examination system helps in the process of evaluating and improving education. The reason: this is a comprehensive evaluation tool. Why? Because all students are tested with the same tool. By analyzing the results of the national examination and the effect can improve the quality of teachers and teaching materials, and the future impact is Indonesian education can compete globally. The evidence: developed countries such as Japan and Korea also use similar systems. And the link back: implementing a national examination system will improve the quality of education as a whole. Okay, the comparison: if we do not implement the UN or national exams, educational assessment will be increasingly unequal between schools because the standards of each other are different. Even if they want to rebut us that students will be stressed, it will never happen because the UN or national exams can be designed to be more humane and focus on understanding, not memorization. Okay. UN or national examination was implemented and resulted in physiological pressure, not reflecting the overall potential of students. National exam system means a national scale examination system that determines the graduation or evaluation of students learning throughout Indonesia. Rebuttals. Okay, the first rebuttal, the national examination is not the only objective evaluation tool. These are portfolios, formative assessments, and observations. Second rebuttal, not all students can take national examination fairly due to unequal facilities. Okay. The first speaker will tell you about why the national examination system is inappropriate and fails to solve the problem. Second speaker will tell you about a more equitable and inclusive alternative. Okay. Point one. Why a national exam should not be applied. Because the national exam actually creates new inequalities. Why? Because schools with poor facilities find it difficult to compete, and the effect, students from disadvantaged areas will be disadvantaged. Future impact, widening the educational gap, and the evidence, national exams can make students lose their self-confidence. Therefore, the national examination is not a solution, but rather adds new problems. Point two, why national exam is not effective. Because the national examination doesn't solve education problems in Indonesia. Not urgency, the problem is not about standards, but the quality of teaching and facilities. Weak mechanism, the national examination cannot measure creativity or critical thinking skills. Note benefit, doesn't improve learning, instead makes teachers only focus on drilling questions. It is not problem solving. The main problem remains untouched. And the evidence, many students only memorize, not understand. So, the national examination is not effective as a comprehensive educational measurement tool. Point three, why national exam should not be applied. Because the national exam is not a solution for national evaluation. The UN only measures cognitive aspects because it cannot measure character values or soft skills. Using one simultaneous exam only looks at one side of the student's abilities. And the effect, creative students can fail just because they are weak in written exams. The future impact, education becomes narrow and only focused on exams. The evidence, countries like Finland are actually abandoning the national exam system. So, good education is flexible and according to student needs. Comparison, if we implement the UN or national exams, students will be assessed unfairly and can worsen learning motivation. Even if they want to rebut us that the UN or national examination can be humane, it will never happen because the system still cannot accommodate all types of intelligence and students.